It's maddening. There's junior hires everywhere.
And yes, Katie, we are fine. But now everybody knows where we're going.
Let's go. Go.
This is a super worthless podcast. Once again, it's episode 2. Back here with Nathan Worth, the other half of the podcast. How you doing, bud?
Oh, we're good. It's living the dream. Just don't wake me up.
Dream. Don't wake me up. No, I'm not gonna sing it because I don't know the entire song, and it's completely.
And please don't. Thank you.
I don't want. Yeah, I say I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass you. It would just be a mess, honestly.
It'd be a PR nightmare. We'd have no listeners at all.
They'd be like, "Okay, we're done. Thanks. We're not even a minute into it." And
because honestly, we're the best podcast on the face of the planet.
100%.
I mean,
it's great.
Obviously,
exactly.
Not to toot my own horn, but
I have a horn we can toot if you want.
Okay, let's not.
Okay, so yeah, I was just gonna really go more with this, but
okay,
we can just skip that too. Anyways, since that's already happened. So just random little update for the YouTubes. Taste testing video came out last week. People are enjoying that so far, which kind of surprised me. I don't know if you saw that yet. That was a pleasant surprise, and we're gonna have episode 2 next week of that with the naked chicken chalupa that I tried with Alex. But other than that, our topic today, the still ongoing NBA Finals. Heading into what, game 6 or 7 coming up here?
Okay, JR.
Oh my gosh, that was the night that we recorded two weeks ago. So, good lord, I say for anybody that missed it, what was it? A tie game because Rodney Hood got fouled with 5 seconds left.
No, George Hill.
One of the irrelevant guys. Yeah, made the first one, just completely failed on the second one. JR is under the basket next to Kevin Durant, a free rebound, and he's staring nowhere with 4 seconds left, dribbles out to half court instead of throwing the shot up, calling a timeout, getting fouled. I would have been the proponent for just throwing the ball up. I'm like, you know what, throw it up there, get fouled if anything. You got 2 shots. But that might have been probably one of the biggest postseason NBA blunders. Maybe just.
But are we just going to ignore the fact that George Hill missed a free throw? I mean, let's just make that clear.
That's what is he stat wise percentage like with free throws? I mean, is he really? I mean, in the clutch,
okay, give me
like different.
2 seconds.
Yeah,
give me 2 seconds. I'll have this right now.
But I mean, it's not unnatural to miss a free throw, which I was like, okay, he missed a free throw. It wasn't intentional. But then again, you make the first one, you gotta make the second one. But
you have to make them, period.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I'm probably Shaquille O'Neal level in terms of free throws. Like, it takes me way too much thinking, and I'll probably still miss it. If anything, bank it in.
He's an 80% free throw shooter career, so you would think.
Yeah, you would think he could make it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, it still blows my mind because supposedly after that, he went, after he dribbled it out and then, like, nobody called a timeout, nobody fouled him. I think the clock just ran out, didn't it?
Nobody called a timeout, and he thought that we were up.
Yeah, because LeBron's sitting there with the famous picture of him, hey, pass it in, take a shot, and then the time ran out when they tried to shoot it. That's right. Because then they went back to the bench, and then supposedly LeBron punched a whiteboard or something like that and broke his hand. Which I was like, oh, that explains it doesn't explain why nobody else could help him the next 3 games, but it's like, if LeBron broke his hand, I would rather him sit out with a broken hand than see us try and battle, not knowing he has a broken hand. And it's like, well, why is he missing some shots and only getting 26 or 28 points when he can score 48?
Yeah, when he dropped 50 the first game.
Yeah, then breaks.
I don't know.
That's
I just don't understand why Kendrick Perkins didn't play. Like,
Yeah, like
you signed the guy, play him. He's got 6 fouls.
somebody said like at the third or fourth quarter on Twitter on one of the games, they're like, put Perkins in. He's got 6 fouls to give. I'm like, true. Like just
He's got 6 fouls to give, and if he gets suspended, who cares?
yeah, it's like, oh no, well, I mean, all you would do is just foul out at that point, and you're just like, oh, whatever. Just don't get a tech.
Yeah. Please don't. But now LeBron sweepstakes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun because I heard one of the rumors is that he's gonna go wherever. I don't know if it was Bron Jr.
It's Bronny Jr. He's old enough to. He's 1 year away from in high school. He's 1 year away from going to high school. So LeBron wants to know if he wants to play for St. V or he wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and rumor has it he's already committed to a school out in California. Which I'm like, if that's actually deciding where LeBron's gonna go, it was nice knowing him.
Thanks for the title. Like, here's the thing though. Okay, as a Cleveland fan, you cannot be mad if LeBron leaves because he promised us a title and got us a title.
Yeah.
And if our front office doesn't want to listen to what he says and get him a winning team, I'll hold the door for him on the way out. I'm not going to sit here and act like we can't, like, if LeBron can't get any help from this front office, then I'm going to hold the door and watch him leave.
Yeah, because they don't
like.
They said they were like, okay, we're going to overhaul this team, and then of course Ty Lue is out when we do that, so it's like we come back with a brand new team, like this current roster that we have at the moment, with Larry Drew coaching the team. It's like, holy crap, they did a good job. It looks amazing, and then it's like, oh no, Ty Lue comes back, and then everybody else starts laying eggs. It's like, who do I believe anymore? It's like if we make a trade, I'm almost assuming it's like, okay, well they're probably going to suck. Like it's just. Like, I felt the whole season, even into the playoffs, I was surprised that they would even win games. Like, I was like, I said we would even get to the conference finals if we were lucky. And I was like, we barely got out of the first round. But I was like, holy crap.
Barely. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. If he was smart, he would, well, if the Cavs were smart, they would say, okay, LeBron, we'll give you all the money you want, and then
sign whoever we can fit in.
Yep, and then just let LeBron do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that would be the ideal thing. But
trade away the bad contracts in JR and Tristan Thompson. Yeah. Tristan Thompson's making $17 million and JR is making 15.
And I thought about this yesterday when I was out eating lunch, getting pizza at Beer Barrel. My brother and I saw on TV that with Kawhi possibly being considered or could be offered a Supermax contract this offseason, given he's a free agent next summer, do the Cavs try and offer a trade for him before they make that?
Yeah, because he'll be eligible next offseason for the Supermax.
Yeah, and now he's
they player option?
Exactly. Now, do the Cavs give up some of their bench players, or do they trade like a Tristan Thompson and one bench player, or the 8 pick, or something like that to him? Or
okay, give me another second. I'll run a trade through the trade simulator.
Yeah, let's see what we get with Kawhi Leonard. Because, I mean, him and LeBron, because he's like a LeBron light, which, I mean, I'm like, there's nothing I don't like about Kawhi, or the fact that he's not LeBron, but him and LeBron together would just be like a two-headed monster. Like, if you think, because those guys have the same body. Kawhi is super talented. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound. He looks like LeBron, body-wise.
Yeah, exactly. Like pretty much the same person.
Yeah, it's just, he just sucks compared to what LeBron does. But that would be an interesting trade there, even. And at the same point, when I was watching that on High Noon, unfortunately, which, like you said, it just looks terrible. I'm like, I can't even watch it. It looks low quality. But I was watching, and I think First Take was next to it, and they were talking about Kyrie, saying that Kyrie. I don't know if they were saying that Kyrie regretted going to Boston, or if he said that Kyrie could go back to Cleveland either in a trade or just re-sign. I was like, huh, because but one of their titles that they were swiping through, like that they kept like rotating super fast, was that the Celtics cannot afford to sign him to an extension because they would be giving him more money and they already can't afford it. I'm like, what? I'm like, look at the Cavs with their cap room and no other people on the team. Because LeBron said he doesn't mind playing with him, but it's just, does Kyrie actually want to play with LeBron? Which, I mean, I feel like he could, but if he comes back, I'm all for it. I'm cool with Kyrie. I still have his jersey and his poster on my wall for some reason, even though I could easily take it down and put my championship poster. I was just like, he acted like a child when he wanted to trade it. I was like, yeah, just go ahead and leave if you're going to act like that. But if he's going to come back, 100%, do it. So what do you have running through that trade simulator? Did you get that?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make the salaries work. It's not working out. Trying.
What salaries are you trying to make work, or are you trying to offer the right
yeah,
money? Well, talk it out. What do you got going?
I'm trying to get salaries to match up a little better. Like, because Kawhi only makes $18 million, and either I don't know who they would take.
Do the Spurs have a big
George Hill? Because you can't trade picks in the simulator. You can only trade people.
Oh. Which is dumb, because in real life they'd be like, hey, here's all of our picks. We'd like this guy. They'd be like, okay.
Pretty much.
But in trade simulators, you're like, no, it actually has to be people. It's like, you do realize it's not always going to work this way.
I mean, they could trade George Hill in that 8th pick and maybe another future first.
Yeah, that's possible.
But
we don't know what they would offer. Even with players, I feel like you'd have to add a bunch of bench players or at least throw in a big guy. Squeak. At the door. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. That would be, because that's all given that the Cavs actually want him and can fit him in. Because I'm trying to think, I'm like, where, because what specific position is Kawhi? Is he the same as LeBron, or is he just another power forward?
He's a small forward that can play pretty much anywhere, I think.
That's kind of what LeBron is. So they could almost run the like that. Those two can kind of lead the charge down the floor up top. Which I mean, that could change around the offense a little bit, maybe get them moving a little bit, but I don't know how stagnant Kawhi is. He's definitely
all right, my dream trade. I just made my dream trade, even though this would never, ever happen.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Kevin Love, George Hill, and that 8th pick, and then a future first for LaMarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh.
That'd be my dream trade, but there's no way they wouldn't take
so
that.
That wouldn't happen, but that would be a good trade. Because then that also still gives them room, even with their contracts, that still gives the Cavs room to sign some other guys, some other role players that actually can fulfill their role. Where now it's just a bunch of role players that know how to do their
Jeff
laundry.
Green needs to stay.
Yeah, Jeff Green was good. I would love if Kevin Love could stay, but it seems like half of the people in Cleveland are like, trade him, no, keep him, we love him, get rid of him because he missed a game. I'm like, they're almost as bipolar as Warriors fans or referees.
I don't know. I mean, I like Kevin Love. I don't hate Kevin Love.
Yeah, I say I've never hated him.
For the right price.
Yeah, pretty much anybody on the team right now except for LeBron, I would just be like, if you offer the right price, you offer the right players, the right trade, whatever.
No,
take
if LeBron would wait his trade clause, I would send him wherever.
Yeah, it would have to be
if
like,
he wanted to be traded.
And Matt, let's see, because he's never been traded, so it's like no one's ever thought about trading him because he can literally just go wherever he wants. But I would love to see an alternate timeline where LeBron actually gets traded. just because we've never seen it.
Boy.
It's like, is this going to happen? Probably not, but can it? I just want to see what'll happen.
That would be nuts.
Yeah. Because who would actually try and trade for him?
Somebody with a lot of picks and a lot of good players. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Celtics.
Maybe. And then he's back with Kyrie. Or do they trade Kyrie back to Cleveland? No, Kyrie would want to stay in Boston.
I don't know. That's interesting.
That would be a weird scenario. Because now would the Lakers do it? Maybe just because I know that they're like, if we think about this summer, would the Lakers do anything like that to try and see if they can get any more than just LeBron? Because they're already looking at LeBron and Paul George. Which my theory is if Paul George goes there, it's almost like a 70% chance LeBron's going to go. Just because he'll have another good player that he's played around and with. I think he played with him on the USA team a couple of years ago. So I
would say Chris Paul's a big factor too.
That's true.
Because Chris Paul and LeBron are pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty tight.
Pretty tight.
So you think he'd go to the Rockets?
He might get the banana boat crew back together.
True. I almost forgot about that. That's. I'm actually going to look.
Carmelo on the mid-level exception. That's all I'd do.
Right. Yeah. I can't.
Because Melo is making $28 million, and he's not worth $28 million anymore.
Yeah, he's past his prime and a half.
Maybe 5 years ago he could get that money, but not now.
LeBron James rides banana boat with Chris Paul and Dwayne Wade.
From a huge, I'm actually a pretty big Melo fan. I always have been, but
yeah, I've liked him. It's just since he went to New York, he maybe had half a season there that he was good, and after that, it's just been like, you're almost a role player now. Like it's kind of unfortunate because he was the boss like less than 10 years ago.
He was so good in Denver too.
Yeah,
good.
That was his prime. He started off hot. Like he just. Like his career started off so well that it's been downhill for him since he started, which is unfortunate when you have that kind of a scenario where it's like, okay, I didn't plan on getting worse as I went on. Natural deterioration.
Another kind of big important sports thing is the World Cup coming to this side of the world. You're a soccer guy, so I'll let you take the reins on
yes, I saw that yesterday when I was at work and. Granted, keep in mind, I work 5 to 9 a.m., so it was happening while I was at work. And then I saw that, and I mean, you saw my tweets. Those all caps were genuine excitement. Not just like, holy crap, look at my tweet. I was actually like, yes, we got the World Cup. But it's going to be 8 years away, time. So yeah, I know. I don't think we've had one before. And hopefully in 8 years, our men's national team and just men's soccer in the U.S. is going to be actually, legit. Because if you think about who's going to be playing, most of the guys on the team now probably gone. So we're playing now, or we're hoping now for guys that are in college, high school, maybe middle school, that are going to be in 8 years, hopefully good enough to play. And actually, because I assume we're going to be in it, but considering we have a united bid with Canada and Mexico, are they going to allow all 3 teams in? Or are they going to say, hey, only 1 or 2 of you can go? And if that's the case, what are they going to do? Like whoever wins the best out of the Gold Cup or the CONCACAF? Like that's
it's
the one
be
part
Mexico and either us or Canada, because Mexico obviously is good at soccer. So,
yeah.
I mean, hello.
That would be
maybe.
Yeah, that would be the ideal thing because Canada sucks. I mean, it's nothing against Canada, but just their soccer team, their men's team sucks. Their women's team, they throw up a fight against our girls, but it's. I'm excited. I just want to see what the host cities are, so I know if I have to drive to New York or if they're going to be like, hey, we're going to have one in Chicago. It's like, okay, you know what? I'll go to Chicago instead. And if that's the case, I'd just be like, hey, come over. We'll take a couple days off, go to Chicago, try not to get shot, enjoy some soccer.
Yeah, for real. For real. Oh, man.
I'm so excited for it, and I think it's huge just for what has happened to U.S. soccer in the last year, especially with last fall losing to Trinidad and Tobago and getting knocked out. Like, this almost trumps
That
it.
was pretty awesome.
I'll come through the microphone and slap you. I almost actually wore my USA jersey today just for like, hey, the World Cup, we got it. But then again, it's like the World Cup started, and it's like, if I'm honest, like, I'll watch some of the games. Like, I forgot to watch the game that is now probably over because it started at 11 a.m. and it was on Fox, and for some reason with my cable company, I cannot watch Fox on Fox Sports Go because TSC is awesome. But I think half the reason why I actually want to watch it is kind of like a South Africa scenario where it's like, I just want to see what the crowds are like. I want to see some of the stadiums, just like the architecture, a little bit of the history there, just because Russia loves to tell everybody about who they are. And I want to see kind of what the atmosphere is like, see what the fans do, because if there's anything that they do that's legit or annoying or something that's like awesome during the game, like that the fans just do in general, we might have that the next year at like soccer games, just sporting events, because 2010 we had South Africa, vuvuzelas constantly.
Yep.
I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
My mom thought it was annoying. I thought it was like, I mean, there was a hint of annoyance. I'm just like, okay, but that's also, it's like, that's kind of intimidating when you have 20 or 30,000 vuvuzelas going on for 90 minutes straight, maybe 2 hours.
So guess the score of that game that went on today.
Do you have it in front of you?
Between Russia and Saudi Arabia. Guess who won and what was the score?
Because you said that, I'm doubting myself. Because I want to say, I was like, it's Russia. They have to be somewhat good. My guess would be Russia 3-1, but because you said it the way you did, I almost think Saudi Arabia upset them like 2-1.
Try again. Russia shut them out 5-0.
5-0. It was worse than I thought. Gosh, let's see who else is in Russia's grouping.
I don't know.
Because I mean, I would love for CONCACAF and just North America's sake for Mexico to do really well, as much as I hate their team. I'm like, it's the only thing about Mexico that I hate, other than illegal immigrants, is just the players and how they carry themselves and how they play, especially against the U.S. is it's borderline anger, like it is for the Ohio State Michigan game. Like, it's that level of I don't like you. Granted, we make joking remarks in terms of like, hey, get out of our country, or like when they're coming at us on offense, we're like, build the wall, or defense, stand up. Like, you know, that was one of my favorite things. It's just like, build the wall. It's like, you know what I mean, but if you take it the wrong way and you're butthurt about being a snowflake, it's okay. But that's just me. Now, let me see.
So Russia's group is Russia, Egypt, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia.
Are they even gonna? How do you not get out of that group?
I don't know either.
Oh, jeez.
Group B is pretty tough. Got Portugal, Spain, Morocco, and Iran.
Yeah. Spain, I think. Man, I mean, it's Portugal and Spain. That's just the two teams in the group that are actually good, because Iran is, I don't even know how relevant they are. Morocco, we barely beat them out. They were the other country that was going for the 26 World Cup that we beat. We beat Morocco out. I'm like, why is it that small of a country trying to host 32 or possibly in the future 48 teams from 48 countries? But supposedly Spain is supposed to be pretty good.
Group F is Germany, Mexico, Sweden, and Korea. Not bad.
That one's going to be interesting. I think the Germany, especially with the Germany-Mexico game on Sunday, that might determine really who's going to go through. because
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that Mexico is kind of on the slump right now. Like they're just not playing as well as they have been, and they're one of the powerhouses in terms of international soccer. But I mean, I would root for Germany. I just want to see who's going to win that game. That would be the only one to be like, hey, who's going to win? Yeah, cool, yay. I see Group G is irrelevant because it's, I mean, Panama, but even then. Supposedly England's good. I'm like, eh. Group H has nobodies. It's Colombia, Japan, Poland, and Senegal. But who do you think's gonna finish up top?
I don't know. I'm not a soccer guy.
Okay, well, moving on. No, I'm just kidding. I've heard Spain and France are gonna be like pretty high up there, depending on how they get seeded after the group stage. But it's kind of weird trying to say that Spain's going to beat Portugal when Portugal has Cristiano Ronaldo. that's
Yeah,
that's
they got the best player in the world.
Yeah, it's like, and then you like, well, let's see, Messi isn't even in that group. He's in Argentina playing Iceland. That's going to be a rout. That's going to be like that's going to be a 5 or 6 goal game for Argentina, and Iceland might finish with negative goals. It's gonna be like 5 to -2. Forget it. You're bad.
You say that and they get beat 2 to 3 or something like that. 3 to 2. I mean,
yeah, or Iceland just wins like 1-0. Like, what were you guys doing? Smoking some Russian weed or something?
That's funny.
Or they got doing the steroids that the Russian Olympic team was doing. Anyways.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow. But
Wow.
in their group is Croatia and Nigeria. Like, is anybody going to score that match?
Probably not.
Or who's worse?
It'll be a draw.
I don't know who's. Let's see, Matt. Is there anything on the match preview? Statistics. Head to head. 0 previous match. Have they really never played each other? That's kind of interesting. Where Croatia and Nigeria have never played each other. Argentina and Iceland. Stats. Says they've never played each other. Also interesting. This is just on FIFA.com. Portugal and Spain, I would think they would have had to have played millions of times. Or once. Spain won 1-0. Jeez. That's the only thing they have on that. Hold on. I want to see like projected stuff for like this Mexico-Germany game. That would be the one that they've played. Okay, they've played once already before. Germany won 2-1. Huh. Match facts. Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow. Can we do group analysis here? Here we go. They're saying the key game is Mexico and Sweden. While nothing can be taken for granted at the World Cup, 4-time world champions and current FIFA Confederations Cup holders Germany are widely expected to top the group, as I thought. That means that this duel between Mexico and Sweden could play to be a vital role in who gets the second spot. That makes sense. Wait, is Korea? No, Korea's not in this. Oh, Korea is in the group. Germany, Mexico, Sweden, and Korea. That would be... Yeah, because they're not doing North and South Korea since the Olympics. They're just doing Korean Republic because Trump is the master negotiator. That's an interesting... That's an interesting grouping for it. But I really hope just the U.S. is better by 2022 for Qatar. If they... I mean, I still think they're going to hold it despite the fact that they are a Muslim country holding Muslim hostages and whatever not that they were allegedly doing. That would be interesting.
Wall. Build a wall.
Build a wall. around the stadium, and then yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. We've covered all that stuff already. It's only not even been a half hour, man. I swear. Because I know, I'll say we were talking about a live prep, which we will talk about that in we're going to do that next episode, right? Or no, two episodes from now. We'll talk about our live prep and stuff like that. Or we can just, you know what? This will be a live update. We'll have our live update for this episode. So, meanwhile, Nathan's already moving stuff to his car. Moving boxes around.
Yeah.
Moving out for a live.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm getting ready.
Yeah, because I made the big purchase and bought my cot that I can sleep on instead of an air mattress. Which, like, I looked at it, and I think this is one where it doesn't have the pipes on the end, so I can actually sleep and not have a bruise on my shin waking up in the morning, because a cot is not longer than me. But
it's not longer than you?
I'm 6 feet tall, plus.
That's true.
So I don't fit on my own bed.
The cot I'm buying is 6 feet long. I'm only like 5'11", or not 5'11", like 5'10".
Yeah, say you're a midget, so.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I still whoop you in basketball, so whatever.
True. I'll whip you in football.
Nope.
I'm a better QB.
No, you're not. No.
I just got a bigger arm, that's it.
You got a what?
So I've just got a bigger arm. Not muscle-wise, but we can both heave it pretty far.
But I can hit you in the forehead from 25 yards.
Same. Is that a challenge?
Bet.
We're gonna have to do that live. Trust throw. Can you hit me in the temple with the point of the football? Dead.
Yes. And live, all you hear is just. Oh.
Bring your baseball helmet. I have one. We'll just wear and be like, all right.
Helmet.
Are you serious? You play?
Why don't we just get football helmets, dude?
Because one, I can't afford to. I don't have $300 to go find one.
I mean, you got a point.
Yeah.
You do have a point.
Yeah, and a baseball helmet is like $25 at Walmart. So, no promises it won't break, but mine's a nice sparkly metallic red. So
nice.
And it's got a face mask for some reason, because it can also pair as a football helmet. As tight as it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trust that, but okay.
You don't know until you try it.
You get hit once. Concussion.
Thunk. Well, it's either that or a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the head, so.
Yeah, that'll clean your clock for sure.
It's like, what just happened? I got knocked back an hour in time.
I say what we should do is we should sanction an live kickball game.
Ooh.
That's what we should do.
Yeah, because man, I haven't played kickball in forever, dude.
We can get like a flag football game going. That'd be sick too.
Yeah. We're just gonna put up signs everywhere, be like, hey, go to this campsite and sign up.
I'm sure there's all kinds of people who want to play. Like, I'm sure we get a huge crew of people.
Oh yeah, we'd have like 30 people on a team. Be like, you know what? Forget this. We're playing Australian rules. We're playing Aussie football here.
I'd get kicked out of a festival 101.
Rugby. I feel like they would let us though.
No, we'd probably get kicked out.
For playing rugby?
If somebody gets like...
If someone gets
murdered.
creamed, yeah. It's like, okay, you guys need to not play. They would probably be like, you know what? That's one injury, and that's one injury too many. You guys are done. It's like, okay, we won't play anymore. Like, I feel like that would be the scenario.
Okay. Another kind of random thing for a live, too, is we must avoid the people setting up the stage. We have to
How are we gonna
avoid them.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it again just to be like, hey, just talk about it on the podcast. But then again, that's every year since, okay, so 2011 I didn't do it. 2012 I've been volunteered or been dubbed to help with something since 2012, and I missed 14 and 15. 13 I did. Yeah, 13 I did when I was with you guys because I helped set up the stage. And then they didn't really keep contact with me, and the end of the week was kind of wacky. But there's that, and then I think, let's see, 15 we helped. You were there 15.
I was there, but I wasn't with you.
That's right. I was with Taylor. We helped set up the main stage, and then we got pizza because. No, that was 2013. We helped set up the stage because that's in the Alive 2013 video. Link below to check that out. No shame plug. Let's see, 15. You know what? I'm doing this. We'll go to my Chanel, and I'm gonna mute Google Chrome so I don't have to. This isn't gonna work, cause I have to have sounds to be able to mute it. Wait, there it is. Aha! I beat the system. Okay, so Google Chrome is now muted. So I'm gonna check the video to see what exactly I did in 2015. Cause yeah, last year it made the video of us going there and we were setting up and. That one wasn't as bad as the previous year because 15, we were legitimately setting up the stage. And holy crap, those trusses are heavy, for one. 2, those platforms are ridiculous. Okay, so 2016. Let's check and see what we got here. No, I have you. Did I not record me setting up the stage or... I don't know if I did. Because, I'm looking through it. And the vlog does not show me setting up anything. But I know we helped out with something, didn't we?
Wait, what was your... What, you said 15?
No, 16. 2 years ago.
16. Did we? I don't remember now.
Because I feel like we did. I got called to help with something. I might not have filmed it because I had my T5i that year. I took my Canon with me.
Yeah, I remember now because they asked you to run a camera.
Did they? No, that was
that
was last year.
That? Remember? No, it wasn't. That was I was 15. I remember.
You mean 16? Oh yeah, 16. They might have.
Or wait, 16. Yeah, I remember because they were short on camera people. I remember this.
Yeah, and then last year they had the one guy was like, "Hey, we need." I think that last year they did too. I don't remember them doing that in 60, but I know last year they asked me if I could. They asked me if I could be on call for camera, and if they did call me, I didn't recognize his number because I don't think they ever called me. Which I'm like, I would have been better than all of them combined, but.
So I remember that because you were expecting a phone call. I remember
that was last year. Yeah.
No, that was the year before that. That was 17 or 16, I mean. That wasn't last year, I don't think.
Yeah, it was. I know it was last year because 16 I stayed with Joel. Because I was almost in the same. I was in my original spot that I was in last year before we moved me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I think you did it both years, though. I'm pretty sure 16 you anticipated something from somebody. I forget which. Yeah. I forget which.
Because I know I helped do... I think I helped do some of the stage stuff. I know I did something, but yeah, it's...
Remember that dude that knocked his head off that thing? Remember that?
Yeah.
Last year?
That's in the video, too. I'm gonna click.
It's not funny, but it's funny. Like I feel bad for that dude.
It's just because he just walked into it. Oh,
he was just like
Okay, hold on. If you look at the video, I'm actually I got it coming here. It's let's see, 43 seconds in. Oh, that's
My face.
Your face is just.
I felt so bad for the guy, but it was so funny.
No, because
I'm sorry.
I
If this
looked at
dude's
your.
listening. I'm sorry, but it's funny.
Is this like this older guy? Yeah, because he just walked in.
I'm like, oh.
I know. I looked at your face. I'm just looping it, but it's funny because it took you a second. Like I looked over at you and you were still processing the fact. It's like, wait, did he just run into that?
Oh, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Then you're like, ooh. You're like, that couldn't have felt good. I was like, I heard it too, and I looked. I mean, you saw this from the camera. I look over just in time to see it. I was like, I'm like just like looking around, just look over, thunk. I double taked.
I was like, oh. I was like, ooh.
I double taked. I looked back. I was like, oh man, because my brain was just ready for it. That was, yeah. When you hit it on the side of platforms like that are all, it does not budge. That had to have hurt. I can only imagine.
It's not like he didn't hit it hard. I mean, he like.
Yeah, you heard it go thong.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's like ooh,
thinking back, it's funny thinking back, but it's not.
It's funny because you know how much it would have hurt. You're just like,
oh yeah,
oh man, I can, because I was I was throwing the football with some friends from Connecticut church on Sunday during like one of the cookouts, and one of my friends, he tried to swat the ball away from me as I tipped it and caught it, and he missed the ball and full on hit my brow and my nose, just swiped down, just right on my face. I was like, ow, and like almost got my eye, but he didn't. I was like, ow, like I thought like I broke, so I was like, I didn't break anything. I was like, it was like full on swing and just hand to the brow, like right in between my eyebrows on my nose. I'm like, the bridge of my nose hurt. I was like, I'm like, hold on, give me a minute to get my sight back because that hurt. I was like, because I kind of want to just be like, not like if we see, we probably when we get there, we should probably set up, and then as soon as we're done, go down and see what they're wearing, and then go back and then know our plan for like, okay, where are we gonna go hide if we see them coming from afar? We just run, be like. Like we're running from the Secret Service or the police or something like that. We're like, nah, we're not gonna let you catch us. Sorry, we are not.
I pulled my hamstring. Sorry, can't do it.
Yeah, it's like, man,
I pulled a hammy. Can't do it.
Yeah, they wouldn't believe me if they knew my name. They'd be like, wait, Hamrick pulled a hammy? That makes no sense. Likely story. Come with us. Like, okay. What do you?
I'm watching the video again just to see this dude gets.
It's the best thing. I love.
It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's hilarious.
That's very accurate. And that was also
was that go-kart right at the beginning? Was that us going to stage up?
Let me rewind it back and yeah, I think
the first 10 seconds. That's what I thought.
Yeah, because I just held my GoPro down there and just not walked it, but I had it low there, and yeah, I walked it forward, which I might have a different stabilizer by then, so I'll probably bring that and just be like super extra with shots and stuff like that. I want to bring my Canon with me this year, but I'm like, do I really want to go through the effort of like that? Because it depends on if I like the 16 video or 17 video better. I kind of like 17's better. I don't know if you have a preference of which one you like better.
I don't know.
Because I like with 17 that I added the CinemaScope bars and made it feel like I was watching a movie.
Oh, I just saw it. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, you're like, ooh. Like you can hear it too. I mean, I don't have it because there's music over it.
What is my haircut? What is my face?
You had you had the same kind of haircut that I did, where it was like high and tight, but the high part was longer. Which I would like that again, but if I do that, I cannot cut my hair as short as I want to right now, and I want to cut my hair again. I have to wait till next week because I'm so busy.
I mean, that haircut is crispy, but
Yeah, so you actually, I was like, bro, why does your hair look better than mine? That, and I still like the. So I don't know how. Oh yeah, this is a fun thing we can talk about since we're on the video. 252, you are getting baptized, which is awesome to witness there. Just
okay, hold on, but
okay,
but let's be real for a second. I got like the worst news of my life that year.
Yeah.
Like when Chester Bennington ended up. Oh no.
Yeah.
That
was hard to hear. Like, I mean, when we all found that out, I was like, my heart kind of sank. I was like, wow. Like that was.
I remember the exact spot too. I remember.
Yeah, because I think weren't we all sitting up at the top of the amphitheater?
No, we were sitting at our campsite. Just like it was in the morning.
Yeah, it was.
I forget what day that was though. I think it was Saturday.
Was it the last? No, I think, or was it Friday? Because it was like the second to last day.
It was Friday. It was Friday because
Which we could actually look that up, but yeah, that was.
It was Friday.
Yeah, that was rough to hear, but no, this is a story. You finish your story because I'm actually kind of interested here.
What was it? That was kind of it.
Oh, that.
I'm at the beach stage part now.
Yeah.
In 2 minutes. At
Okay.
2 minutes, I mean.
Oh yeah, so I just clicked forward every 5 seconds, just going boom, 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 boom. But yeah, you got baptized, and I told you, I was like, where the GoPro? I was like, I don't know how Nate feels about this, but it would look really cool.
I didn't plug my nose.
Yeah, I know. No, they were not telling people how to do it right. They were just like, right, hold your hands at your chest. I'm like, that doesn't do anything. You're supposed to plug your nose. You're going into a lake. Plug your nose, and you put your hand on your wrist.
Yeah, water shot straight at my nose. I was like, oh. Like if you look at my face, oh gosh.
Yeah, I say it's later in the video where you could see your
just like,
reaction on our phone, on my phone at least.
It's like someone just shot water straight at my nose. I was like, oh. It's a great moment, but I'm like,
yeah,
like, I can't get myself together because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, so then once the second song started, after we had our moment with Reliant K, that was actually kind of fun because there was that whole group of like 10 or 15 of us, and we all just kind of like got in a circle, just had our shoulders linked, that was just a cool moment because we were all like, yeah, just Reliant K fans, they're back in Ohio. We're all enjoying ourselves. I was like, hey, just, I got to get my GoPro out for this. Hopped in the middle and kind of just spun around and got everybody. And then you could see
that video of Doug.
Yeah, Lauren literally afterwards, she's like, did you get that clip? I was like, what? She's like,
yeah,
I did want to. She's literally was demanding me to put it in. I'm like, okay. Okay,
dude, I can't wait to see Need to Breathe again. They were so good.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna be awesome to have them back for a second year in a row. That never happens. Yeah, I know. I was like that. I said last year, this is like one of the only country sets that I actually enjoyed. Because country
really
live,
country, they're like Southern rock.
Exactly, and that kind of leads to my point here is that it's like a lot of country bands, even if they're country pop, end up live sounding more like Southern rock, which is pretty much like a Disciple light, because Disciple's glorious, just Southern post grunge rock. And that's the stuff I like, but. Yeah, so when I saw Need to Breathe last year, I was like, play some more. Like, I am not a country fan by any means. I wouldn't even call myself liking country, but I love their set.
Yeah, when you said that it's like rare for bands to come back for 2 years in a row, I remember it was I forget what year it was, but Skillet played a set, melted everybody's faces, obviously. But I remember Bill very vividly saying, Skillet is invited back here every year. And it's been 2 years, Bill. What is this?
Yeah. Well, didn't he hand it over to his son too last year? So last year was the first year under like the new leadership, I think.
No, I think Bill's still a part of it though. Like I still think he's
a part of it, but I think
involved.
he handed over the leadership to his son, which I'm like, if that's the case, you need to get Skillet, Red, alternate them.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, they have Red this year, which I think is probably why they don't have Skillet. But like also on that point, are you as amped for Red as I am?
We might be equal on this one.
Because I was beyond, like, I was out of my skin excited for them in 2012, mostly because they were headlining for one, which makes it better than, unfortunately, they're starting this year. But that's also kind of the way to start a live at the amphitheater. Just throw Red out there first thing. Let's melt everybody's faces first thing. I'm going to become.
My head so hard my neck falls off.
Yeah, I was like, well, forget for King and Country later, and just I don't need my neck. I'm gonna rest hard tonight.
I don't need my neck at all. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know, because in 2012 they released Until We Have Faces, and they had Feed the Machine. The music video came out and all that stuff, and I just wanted it to be like the music video, and I was not disappointed because it almost was a copy paste with just a fewer flamethrowers. That was a tongue twister right there.
They were my first band I saw at a live. Well, first headliner I saw at a live. 2012. Yeah.
So and 2012, I think.
My face.
And I still say 2012 was probably the best year of a live that I've been to so far, just because there were so many people
You know what the sad
camping.
part about it is?
What?
That I was with one of my friends and we barely stayed.
I know, and that was a year, and of course, being the best year, that's the one year of the. I think that's the only year of a live that I don't have a video for. I have 11, I have 13, I have 16 and 17, and I've been there 5 years. I've got 4 videos.
This will be 12,
12,
13, 14, 15, 16,
you said this
17,
is your 7th, right?
18. This will be 7.
Yeah, that's what you said on their Live's Instagram post.
I
Yeah,
can't
this will be
wait.
my 6th year. It's going to be awesome, and we'll talk about that coming up to either at a live or the week before when we talk about when we're coming up to that and our prep coming for that. But I think that'll be enough to. I just read that you got your text. That's how much I wasn't paying attention.
Thanks.
I have a clock here. We're going on 52, 53 minutes, something like that. So I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. I think this is fun. I think we're getting in the flow of this, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It's becoming a good conversation. We're getting a couple topics in, that's really all we want to do. But the only thing I gotta say is look forward to the next taste testing video. You know what? We'll aim for next Thursday. At the same time, 6 p.m. I'll start making a schedule for Thursdays. Either that or Fridays. Because the last one I released, it was on a Monday, and it did okay. It's got like 25 views or something like that. It was like yeet. For YouTube algorithms, it sucks, but you know what? People watched it. I got like 3 or 4 comments on it in the first day. I was like, whoa! That's actually... I love comments. You're interacting. That means you're actually watching the video. But nope, be aware of that. So we will tease to some more stuff next week. I think we'll talk about some more summer plans because we'll be coming up on a few things. I have country concert coming up in a couple weeks. That'll actually be the week after the next episode in 2 weeks. Summer will start next Thursday. So that's
Real.
it's gonna be lit. Luckily, that's the longest day of the summer, or longest. Wow. I mean, I'm not wrong, but I was trying to say longest day of the year. And I go to work at 4. I leave my house at 4:30 in the morning. Just a note. It was clear skies this morning, perfectly clear. I can see light coming over the horizon at 4:30 in the morning. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of like, wow, cool. I'm getting sun when I'm leaving for work, but I'm also leaving before the butt crack of dawn, and there's sunlight coming over the horizon. I'm like, this shouldn't be this early. This is why I sleep in. Like, the sun should be up at 10 a.m. and set at midnight. That would be ideal. But the U.S. doesn't run on one time zone. Otherwise, if that was the case, it'd move to Alaska or Hawaii. So I think it's enough of that nonsense. So, do you remember what our little outro thing was? Because I forgot it. It was
Nope.
it was just the pieces. So, all right. Well, stay tuned next week. We will have a SoundCloud profile coming soon, and I'll leave a link below the videos once we get that set up. Nathan's going to work on our Twitter pretty soon. And, excuse me, I think that'll do it. You got it?
All right, I got it.
Leedle.
Peace.
Peace.
Leedle.